Morning everybody. Video I'm doing for you because somebody's asked me the issues regarding Mach 4s, what to look for, what not to look for, so it's probably going to be a little bit hit and miss, and I'm going to be here, there and everywhere to be quite honest. So anyhow, we'll give it a go and see if I can show you around what's what and what's what not. So, well, here we go, so let's see what happens. You know what I'm like, everything's off cuff. And that's how it is. So, I think first thing we ought to do realistically is take you out to one of my drivers, which I've come down in this morning, feed cats and that. So, and I've got bonnet up because, and no doubt everybody's going to ask me, what about inner wings, the rot out, which they have issues all around here, all up here. Also, issues back of the headlamp things, in front. They do have it. These are bits and pieces, to be honest, that you can just cut out and sort out. They've got issues in air posts down here, scuttle. Also back arches, lower boot panels and lower bottom quarters here. And then obviously in your boot. But to show you in your boot, I'm probably a little bit better going to this one that's had a boot panel. I mean, it was a second-hand one I unpicked and sorted out, and I did a few repairs to arches, as you saw all that, so you know how all that works, and you know. And then we had a back panel on, which because lip rots away, as I've shown you before, and this one's having a sill on that side, and it's had a few repairs to the sill on this side. I mean, this is a new old stock, but been stored not great, so we had to do some repairs, and then obviously I had to do repairs down here on Aost, as no doubt if you've seen them, and then I still make bits and pieces like foot floors, just put them out on press, you know. But let's go back up to the back end here. So, I mean, this is a arch repair and a lower back. So that's that. And then these are some old stuff that I've acquired. I don't know where, I can't remember where these have come from, but that's your outer. Show you. And then that is your inner that fits like that. Now, this isn't the best idea whatsoever because this gets welded up here and water just sits in here like a pond. And especially how people do it, they never do it right. So if you're putting these inners in and having any made up or you pick some up from somewhere, notch them so you can let water out because that's one of Ford's failings without any shadow of a doubt. Then obviously it'll get water in because it'll leak round these edges because they'll not be seam sealed properly. And the reason it'll get into here and water is because boot seal are gone. And the reason boot seal are gone is because this all corrodes away on this edge, which is your back panel, which is your underside, as you can see here, which is as a Ford lipped it on there. Obviously, they couldn't make a pressing like that, so that's what they've done. It's spot welded on. So then your seal's in here, so obviously it rots away. So basically, that's what take care of finishing your back end. I mean, I just fold these up as well. These go down edge at wings where it seal fits in. And if you keep that bit like greased up and that, you should generally not have too much problem. They're not bad seals. I think Club actually makes seals for boot. I mean, so, I mean, then obviously you get over to your, like your what is it, your A-post here, which this is an A-post. I mean, I can probably lift this up. What happens with your A-post, this is obviously when you've got your outer wing off. This piece will probably rot off. That's for your splash guard. That's gone. They'll tend to go up bottom here because water will run down here. This is obviously your sill that goes over here and goes round your inner sills here. So that'll rot out. So then to repair that, they'll just stick a plate or corrosion. And what you get with that issue, I'll take you back out to this one. You get gaps in your panel like that. So when you see that with your one set out, that's what they've done. They've pieced it up. I mean, I can even show you on this four-wheel drive here. Somebody's just stuck a plate over. Now, that's a complete load of crap. That's garbage. And it's same with this. It's absolutely a pathetic joke. You know, that's no lie. I mean, this car's obviously going to be dipped. So it'll be amazing when I find when I do it. But going back to this, I mean, you get issues here around your screen because this is obviously a screen area. You've got your trims on. And then the corrode away, they'll go here where your channel runs round for your gutter. So it can all be unpicked, everything can be sorted. I mean, it's quite a complex panel, it's air post panel. I mean, there's probably not too many of these left now. This goes onto your inner wing, what your wing sits in. they always corrode here and they'll always go here. You'll have to repair here. There'll be repairs. Don't just put flat panels on. Put some moulds in them. You're going to need some strength here. I mean, if you look at the other side of this, pulling it off. Now that is actually a bonnet catch because that's inside your car. That's what I'm saying. This is important. This is a very structural part of your car. If this bit's gone, realistically, the car's shagged unless you can get somebody to nail it and nail it properly. I mean, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on Facebook, but I would imagine. Oh, sorry, YouTube. But this is an inner wing. As you see under the bonnet, this is where issues all come round. This is where they all plate up, or tend to put a patch on top, which is not really suitable because what your issue is, this inner bit causes the problem. So you need new of them. And you get issues here, so that'll need to be rectified. I guarantee it'll be broke off here. I guarantee there'll be corrosion here, I can guarantee you. Same round this edge. Now, this is one Technata one that were rotten, but if you look, there's a lot of lamination, so you get your corrosion trapped between, and that causes major problems, as you can see there. I mean, this one is slightly different than that, so there were a lot of variations over a lot of years. I think Ford actually added this inner one in for a bit of extra strength. Why? I don't know, because, I mean, probably because they thought, oh, they're not up to the job, or if they start corroding, it gives a bit more, but you never get problems right front here. Never. You know, you don't get issues here at all. So, you know, you've not many problems at all. I mean, if you go up here to your front valance, your lower valance, you issues on your edges here, you'll get issues, and you'll probably get a few issues round near the bottom, and then onto your higher panel, your next panel up. I mean, I'll show you back out on this one, because this one I think has had some panels at some time. I mean, down here, they get a few issues like here, but this one I think is a new panel. But once it's all dipped, this car, it'll tell me what's what and what's not. But believe you me, I'm not holding my breath that it's absolutely perfect. You know, what I can see lamination after lamination after lamination. I just think people have added on. I mean, some of this work will obviously be Ferguson with it being a four-wheel drive, that one. But that's, like I said, that's your lower there. I mean, then if we go on to a wing, well, I'll tell you what I'll take you to as well. I mean, we've got, this is a spare wheel panel. You get a bit of issues round here, but to be honest, you don't really get too many issues. So, you know, you haven't really got a problem. So, I don't think you'll let anybody be into that thing. I mean, if you might have a repairing bottom, but it'll be note for you to do if you're familiar. Your doors, never really too much of a problem. They don't really rot out. They can get a bit of clean, cut lip off if you want, repair it, do it properly. This is a rare door because it's a really early car with child lock. One of the issues with your new old stock doors is all of them have got runs all over with Ford's primer, and same with the paint if you've got them painted. There'll be runs on inside. They must have thrown paint on in them days. I mean, going out here, if we go to a wing for you, I mean, you're right walkabout here, aren't I? So, but this is just how it is. Otherwise, I'd have to round everything up. But these are your areas that they go on wings. Now, if you look at this, your captives here when you take them off your front valance, and here, these are quite awkward to get to. So, but to be honest, give them a good spray on that, and you'll stand a chance. I mean, the lows, these like rot out, you know, and you sometimes have to make a repair. I mean, it's not difficult to take a template of that and repair them properly. They go on nose, they'll sometimes go down this edge. Now, they do tend to go round here sometimes, but you have to make a panel and sandwich it in. But this part of your wing also, you get corrosion here. That's because of the air post I showed you where they all repair and make a balls up to be corroded. So, I mean, now, if you just fold a piece, and then on a press or a folder, and then just put shrinker on it if you've got them facilities, or just shrink it with an hammer and a vide, and you'll get curved no problem. I mean, these are splash guards, various bits and pieces. I mean, they sometimes go, not difficult to sort something out for them, so that's straightforward. I mean, obviously, these are all new. These are all for that police car I've just shown you around, actually. I think that about covers everything on body. They're like problem areas. Obviously, I'll have to do some videos going into more depth. I mean, going to your brakes, this is another issue that you all get. Is your rear brakes, or so everybody says. Now, if you get a set of recon brakes, I mean, the chap who does them for me, he even puts a sticker on there for me. So, and if you just read that sticker on video, it gives you answer. Always set your handbrake up. Always, don't try and let your handbrake adjust them up. Just set your handbrake up first before you do anything. And then, bleed them, you'll be right. Keep them maintained. Plenty of what is it on it. High temperature grease. And keep things right. And just make sure everything's moving about. You'll not have problems that they all go on about. It's just down to maintenance. Fronts, not too much problem. They're available. They're readily available. But also, if you're going to do one, change your flexes. There'll be years and years of corrosion. And they'll be sat there. And same with a lot of your parts. Check your parts are right, then your system's right. If you're buying a new old stock master cylinder, don't really bother. Unless you're just going to buy it to put some seals on. Because seals will last about 2 minutes. So, get somebody to recon it for you. Engines. There's all overheating things. As a rule, I tend to find with overheating cars that have had overheating issues, especially more on 6s than 4s, they tend to have a bit of casting sand in them, so they get a bit warm and not motorway, stuff like that. Then they've been neglected. Head gaskets haven't been changed in 4,000 years, so you just get issues. When I recommission an engine, and well, I run a recommission a car, your inlet manifolds off, heads are off, new gaskets, everything's cleaned out, valves are all ground back in, inlet manifolds put back on properly. Anyhow, it's a new water pump. Oh, everything cleaned out and done properly. And don't over-torque your inlet manifold down. People swing on them, causes all sorts of problems. Air leaks everywhere. Same with your head gaskets. New head gaskets now, they're pretty good. They shouldn't have any issues, you know. And if you're gonna do it rad as well, get your rad recovered, because it all helps. And then obviously, such as hoses, they're plentiful. There's always some kicking about. So I think I've covered what I can cover with you. Oh, I'll tell you another thing. I mean, this is just a press I've made for back panels, because they're all wavy as out. And so this one's been pressed out. I mean, I'll do a separate video on how to do these for you if you're interested. And that straightens them up and look like factory. A bit of paint on that, it'd be lovely. That's for a Zephyr. Well, Zodiac obviously has your material on, but obviously take your material off your vinyl and then press it out first, and then put your material back on, and everything will be right. So, I mean, I think I've covered what I can cover basically. I mean, such as tyres and all, that's just straightforward. Same with exhaust. I mean, exhausts, I've got plenty. I have exhaust, like, but I tend to just keep them going as often as I can, you know, to be quite honest, because I just think if I can repair, when I repair it, I mean, there's some more exhaust there, but I'll keep doing videos and stuff, but try and keep your interest in these cars, because I do like these cars. As you all know, I restore cars, and I have a complete soft spot for these because they're totally unique. But if you like what I do, give us a like. I mean, if you want to subscribe to my channel, there's always plenty of stuff regarding these cars. And if you've got a comment, just send me a comment and I'll reply to you. As far as I'm concerned, the more of them about, the better. And if you get them as good as I can get them, believe you me, you've got a completely, totally unique classic car, because there's no other classic car about there that comes remotely close to them. So give us a like, subscribe to my channel if you like what I do, and catch you all later, and bye for now. Thanks for watching.